does spring symbolize? Spring, joy, and love. Themes of rebirth and renewal often use symbols from the spring season. Spring also refers to love, hope, youth, and growth. The seasonal symbolism for this period may also allude to religious celebrations such as Passover or Easter. Spring is a time when flowers bloom and the trees begin to grow and reproduce. The days grow longer and the temperature in most areas become more temperate. You can also contemplate the melting of ice and thawing of the ground. Spring is the season succeeding winter and preceding to summer. Spring refers to the season as well as to ideas of rebirth, rejuvenation, renewal, resurrection, and regrowth. The first sign of coming of the spring season is snow melting and the appearance of the very beautiful first flowers called snowdrops. Also, birds return to the settlements and starting to build their new nets. A lot of plants and trees are growing and new, bright green leaves appearing on them, bringing new and fresh colors in our life. Flowers are blooming and everyone would be able to feel this amazing smell in the air and enjoy the beauty of their bloom. As you know, spring is time of renewal of the nature. Every single day in this time of the year, you will see more and more new flowers and other plants. During the spring season, flowers will have blossoms after bulbs or buds. New green and fresh leaves will appear on the streets and bushes. The grass will become greener and greener every day. Traditional first flower of the spring is primrose, that also has a meaning of first rose. The blooming period of these flowers consists of different and bright colors as pink, purple, yellow, white. The weather during this period becomes much sunnier while hibernating animals begin to come out of hibernation. Spring is one of our four Earth's seasons that goes after winter and foreshadows summer. In this time of the year, days become longer and the weather better, warmer. Coming of spring means rebirth, rebirth of nature. A lot of animals wake up from the hibernation and have breathing period. Also, a lot of birds return to their homes because of good temperatures. A lot of animals wake up from the hibernation during the winter period. They were sleeping, saving energy, and with coming of the spring, they are ready to the new life and season. In the spring, most of breeding period, giving birth to new ones. Why that happens mostly in spring? Because there is more available food due to plant growing, warmer and pleasant weather, and, of course, better conditions for newborn animals. In the spring, a lot of birds start singing. It this way they are trying to find a mate and start nesting. This time of year is the best time for this. They can find material for the nest everywhere in the spring, dried grass, moss, and other. It's also easier for them to find food. Squirrels are indigenous to the Americas, Eurasia, and Africa, and were introduced by humans to Australia. The earliest known fossils squirrels date from the Eocene epoch, and other living rodent families. The squirrel are most closely related to the mountain beaver and to the dormice. This is the snowdrops, also called galanthus. Snowdrops must be planted in fall for a very early spring show. These darling droppy-headed flowers look best at the front of the borders or in rock gardens and often start blooming when snow still is on the ground. The first thing we all love about spring is that it is warmer and people can spend more time outside. The weather is warmer and the trees get leaves. It's nice to be able to spend more time outside. Spring is a good time to do things outside, to enjoy the long evenings and have a barbecue or take a walk in the park. There are 10 reasons why spring is a favorite season. The first is become pleasant. During spring, the axis of the earth is an angle in between our closest and farthest point from the sun. Hours of daylight. Mood improves and provide us with vitamins. And yes, it's a fact. Ultraviolet B rays from the sun comes in contact with our skin and provide us with vitamin D. It's the return of many animals migrate to the south of hide out during the winter, and vegetable becomes abundant, start blooming, beautiful color becomes apparent in many landscapes as flowers come out of hiding and start blooming, and the grass turn green in most parts of the US. Winter is full of white snow and brown vegetation. During spring, Plant and grass convert the additional sunlight into energy and generate chlorophyll, turning them green.
I think it's a snow. It's coming more snow and more snow.